Ryder, good to see you on your feet. We're at the Nexus. It's the forward hub for the entire Andromeda initiative. The Asari, Solarian, and Turian arcs should be there too.
Let's hope they've had better luck.
Starting our approach now.
It's almost as big as the Citadel back home.
Nexus Control, this is Hyperion, requesting docking clearance. Captain, I'm only getting their automated approach channel, not a live person.
Well, like it or not, we're here. Take us in.
Maybe it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe it's late shift. Also, this thing appears to be like half built,
Construction should have been finished by now.
Yeah.
Could be worse.
How? Habitat 7's a bust. We might have started a war with the first aliens we met, and our Pathfinder's dead. This better be rock bottom.
Don't say that,
Green
Sarah.
across the board. Docking initiated.
Don't say that. Don't say that it
All
can't
right.
possibly get worse.
I got us here. Good luck, Pathfinder.
Thanks, Dunn. You know, despite your name, we're not finished.
You gonna be okay, Ryder?
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
But now it's yours. You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Captain wants to see a
Right.
full-duty roster.
So, always keep a jump jet handy.
Folks, this is what we've been waiting for. Let your teams know that docking procedures are now in effect. We've got 20,000 colonists still asleep, and we'll need somewhere to put them when the alarm clock goes off. As soon as we get clearance from the Nexus, we'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any logjams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people moving.
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
How do we do that?
How do we handle deaths that occurred in transit?
Right. It's an unfortunate fact that not everyone will have survived the voyage. We've already got scattered reports of medical problems from that dark energy cloud we hit.
Like my brother, he's in a
Somebody
coma.
didn't make it. Check with the medical officer. We'll see about notifying their next of kin. I'm hoping it's a rare exception. Also, try to keep it quiet. Andromeda is all about new beginnings, not holding funerals.
Don't lie to people. Dickweed. That guy's fired. Wait, I'm the Pathfinder. Can I just fire guys? No. I'm the Pathfinder, but I'm not in charge. I'm, Can I get the captain to fire that guy for being... No, the captain probably agrees with him. Fuck. Why do I have a feeling we're going to become intimately
It'll be
familiar
nice to
with
see
this
some
train?
friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the arcs.
It means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
Not high on the
You're
priority
expecting one.
list.
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
I don't see any champagne.
Where
No.
is everybody?
Well, maybe
Well,
it's a
this can't
surprise
be
party.
right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Yeah, Liam's got it. Hello, Discount Avina. Oh, I'm sorry, you're actual Avina. Hello,
See
Avina.
what the VI has.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Okay.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Okay.
Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Awesome. Let's start with the Nexus. What is this place?
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy.
Sounds good.
Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer.
Right.
As the station expands, it will one day serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists.
Ambitious, but
Providing
okay.
a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
That's great.
Not from the looks of it.
Well, listen, Cora. It's very important to remember, if you're not Nexus, you're against us. Glorious. So, I personally am Nexus. I don't know about you.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed.
Hooray!
The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Man, this whole thing just has massive Vault Tech vibes, which you don't want to give off Vault Tech vibes. Tell me about immigration.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey.
Okay.
Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home.
Isn't that my
Please
job?
be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Okay.
Where? Place is deserted.
Right. Speaking of which, tell me about, well, why don't we start obvious? What year is it?
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared
That's not the button I
immigration,
hit.
our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7? The gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3? Or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5? Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have
That's me.
carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Speaking of date,
What year is it?
The current year is 2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival.
true.
Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone?
Cora, how would you know? Cora, how on earth would you... no, not how on earth. We're several million light years away from Earth. It's been established. How on Helios 7 would you possibly know? So that's a box. Oh, hey, a person.
Maybe he's got champagne.
Probably not. Hello, friend.
Hi there. We're from Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an arc?
Is that a problem?
This is the Nexus, right? Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought you were all dead.
Oh.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or...
Uh-huh.
But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
Oh, hey, a Turian.
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
Good to meet you, bud.
I'm Sarah Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an arc had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
No, we are definitely here. But why did you think we were a malfunction?
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first arc we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
Oh.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Okay.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
Familiar with
We're
it.
familiar with it.
Yeah.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge.
Yeah.
We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died.
More trams.
No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Oh.
Are things back to normal?
No.
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No word from the other Pathfinders?
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation.
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
The crew of the Hyperion.
That's me.
Good luck.
I also have friends that were also the crew.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Good to meet you, bud. We're happy to be here.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
You're looking at her.
Oh, goddammit!
You're not Alec Ryder.
No, I'm
My
not.
father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead.
Accurate.
Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk.
Nah.
None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Probably not, but who else are you gonna ask? Yeah, let's hope so.
Well, we came a long ways for nothing if I'm not.
We'll all die if you're not.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. I hope they haven't scared you off already.
Okay.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Oh, that's gotta hurt Cora. Oh, she shot
Welcome
Ryder a
to the
look.
Nexus.
Hey, thanks for not being a massive bitch.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Or that.
Hope's in short supply here. What little we can find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
She's talking!
Let me show you something.
Can you not see that your commanding officer is in the middle of a
An
discussion?
hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Okay. So today is the Go Meet All the NPCs episode. Great. Oh, hey, an information wall. Okay.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
We don't have
Founder
that.
Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated.
Excellent.
Please select a topic.
Excellent. 10 out of 10. Would initiate again. Tell me about my employee data.
You are Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder. Your supervisor is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587 days.
Oh boy.
Seriously?
Why not plan on which beautiful colony you'll vacation on while you wait?
Okay.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For colonial affairs or outpost status, please see Director Foster Addison. For station maintenance, please contact Superintendent Nakmor Kesh. For militia operations or Apex deployment, please see Tyrion Kandros.
Okay. So this is the game reminding you of what category of quest giver each of the big 4 NPCs is. Which is nice, I suppose.
Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations. Viable planets capable of supporting life are key to our survival in Andromeda. The viability of a world is affected by several factors, including temperature, resources, threat levels, political stability, and so on. We have few viable planets currently within range. Resource levels are considered at risk.
Sounds bad.
The selection process saw the Andromeda Initiative evaluate thousands of potential habitable planets within the galaxy. After discovering an unusually high ratio of potential candidates, or golden worlds, the Helios cluster was selected as our destination. Even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet's composition and atmosphere. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life-supporting environments and resources we need to start our new lives in Andromeda.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable, so how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
Go check
and if
on
I fail,
things.
I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
I feel like when they were giving this actor notes on how to play a Solarian, they said, strip all of the emotion out of your voice, except the ones that annoy the hell out of people. Which is an interesting choice if you're asking someone to play a character in a video game that is ostensibly on our side and someone you want the player character, and for that matter, the player, to like. But, hey, I'm not a multi-million-dollar video game studio. EA is. Anyway, just tell me where to go, buddy. Ideally through sign language.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Uh-oh.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
Awesome.
No, I'm fine.
Why are we hiding this from the director? Hold on. If this guy here is in charge of the entire initiative, presumably he knows about Sam, right? Like, that feels like a logical conclusion. And therefore, wouldn't he... Well, maybe... Okay, we did know that Ryder's dad fucked around with Sam in ways that may or may not be fully supported. And that might include the whole Sam is directly linked to my brain thing. So maybe it's for the best that we keep the whole Sam is directly linked to my brain thing on the DL. Anyway, you had another conversation point.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
Gee, thanks.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
That's a good point. What happened to them?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light.
That's not the
Did
biggest
you have
problem.
Some other business?
The fact that it's bad PR is much less important than the fact that tens of thousands of people are missing. My guy! Tell me more about these missing arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
What about any other arcs? Because there are like 9 other races you haven't mentioned.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
No, they're not.
Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
That's a hell of a fact. We, listen, the Turian, no, not the Turians, the Quarians and the Drell and the Hanar and the Elcor and maybe some Batarians, who knows, some Vorcha, probably not Vorcha. God, it would suck to be in a colony ship with a Vorcha. But anyway, all of those other races, the Volus, yeah, the Volus are lumped into the, well, they'll be DLC after the game sells great and wins all sorts of awards. And then they, well, it didn't. So, hope you folks didn't have any, severe emotional attachments to any particular Quarians that you were hoping to, see a new take on their species or anything. Tell me about the Nexus.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Mm-hmm.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster.
Great.
The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
That would be why she doesn't have an office. I see. Tell me how she died.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up.
Sucks to be
Jean
them.
Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
That's really dark and a very bad thing to just kind of mention offhand and then have us... Never mind. Okay, tell me more about this disaster.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished.
Wait.
Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Are you telling me that the Turians got themselves into a problem and had to beg the Krogan to bail them out? Are you just playing out the last 2 millennia of galactic history in speed mode in Andromeda? Really?
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
Okay. Alright, now tell me about the Krogan. And tell me how the Turians and Solarians conspired to fuck over the Krogan. Because, listen, the genophage isn't cured on this ship. So...
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan
Right.
demanded a greater say in political matters.
Yeah, because
The
they
last
bailed you
place
out.
want them involved.
Yeah.
Their muscle, nothing more.
Okay, it's Mass
Good
Effect
for
101.
fighting and lifting heavy objects.
Uh-huh.
When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
And there was a rebellion, and then they nuked their home world, and then you instituted the genophage to stop them from taking over the galaxy. And by galaxy, I mean space station. Okay, so this is just Mass Effect Politics 101. Got it.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another.
No,
Their planet was decimated.
I asked... Okay,
My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Okay, she asked why you don't like the Krogan. She did not ask for the literal Mass Effect lore 101, here's why Solarians and Krogan don't get along. But sure. What do you even do here, my guy?
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
Well, that's his title,
If the others would
Sarah.
allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
Okay, why?
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life.
Yeah.
Traits I cannot hope to mimic.
Interesting.
She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis.
It's bad.
I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So we put the accountant in charge of the ship?
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space.
Uh-huh.
Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken.
And manage
While
the
I may not
books.
be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Okay.
Right. Sorry.
Okay. Listen, we just wanted to establish that Director Tan is an accountant as opposed to, you know, an accountant.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it.
Mm-hmm.
In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
But what kind of decisions have you really had to make? Like, okay, there was the exile, there was the rebellion, and there were the exiles, but you don't really have any colonial affairs because you don't have any colonies to have any affairs with. Because I'm the first Pathfinder who's gotten here because none of the other arcs have gotten here because it's been 14 months since y'all showed up and fucking nobody's gotten here. So it's not like you have you don't have a robust presence planet side anywhere, do you? This is very confusing. I feel like, and by feel like I've been told by reading reviews of this game, that the running question of exactly how long have we been here is going to come up over and over and over and over again. Anyway, tell me more about this initiative.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
Well, you sure do think highly of yourself.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Okay. Now, let's talk about why we're here and somehow don't mention the R word.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
There's also the small matter of the giant race of sentient machines from deep space who have specifically come to that other galaxy with the direct intent of eradicating all life. There's that, too. Right?
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix.
Shut up.
As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them.
No, you don't get to...
Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
You don't get to... Fine. Okay, this game... You left before Mass Effect 3. Fine. Do I have other questions? Ooh, what planets are viable? None of them, but tell me about that.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads.
Fair.
And you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats.
True.
Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging.
True.
Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
Okay.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Who is this interesting, fun, slightly sarcastic person, and what has he done with the Director Tan that we've known for the entire rest of the video game? I like this guy, when he's not being a racist. Anyway, bye.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Okay. So, now that we've gotten to know Director Tan, we have to go find Kesh and Kandros and somebody else. Also Sam. Oh. Oh. Raj, you appear to have fucked up. Allow me to help you.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
Uh-oh.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this.
Man's got a point.
I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
But how do you know?
Would you, if you have time, maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
How do you know the Exiles didn't reach out to me, buddy? How do you know I'm not a sleeper agent? How do you know the Hyperion isn't just under the thrall of the Exiles come to destroy the Nexus once and for all? Huh? How do you know? Yes, I'll help you.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help.
Okay.
I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Okay. Hello, weird panel.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the Saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay.
Oh no.
You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Okay, so now we have to scan the Mountain Dew wires.
Notice the handoff there. Too small for lizards.
You'd be surprised. There's also Purvine in the seed bank.
Nobody's making Creeper in Andromeda.
You
You'd
say
be
that.
surprised.
This is wrong. Just wrong.
Okay, now we came here for a panel, but instead we found a cop. And the cop is immediately being a cop. Hi, cop.
Pathfinder. No time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is it. Let's call it strained.
She's
I
right
can
there.
believe it. Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Well, that seems bad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This wasn't in the job description. We have to find a world, then save it.
Glad it's not just me feeling it. But it's not just you either. We're a team, right? It's what they need us to be.
Liam, you and I are a team until the very moment they give me a more interesting crewmate. At which point, you're kind of on your own, bud. Aha. Direct override of the safety locks. That seems bad.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power.
Scan and trace the wire. Okay. Well, the wiring goes off that way.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Sounds bad.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Hey now! That's my boat! Nobody fucks with my boat! I need to tram back to the Hyperion to get her to stop fucking with my boat! My boat!